welcome to the 7 Day Challenge for Optimizing Your Business. Our topic today is going to be social media advertising. Whether you tried it on your own or it's something that you're still thinking about, definitely encourage you to watch the interview that we have today with Maria from Amalfi Decor. There's so much that you're going to learn from her. We're actually going to be learning a lot from her as well. She's been doing this for several years in this space. She has a lot of experience and she is willing to share it all with us in our live on our Facebook group. So, from personal experience, social media advertising, no joke, is something that's really scary, definitely intimidating, and totally confusing. But practice, if you want to go at it on your own, there's a lot of resources out there for you to learn how to do it on your own. But we highly encourage you to really consult an expert, someone that's really going to help you understand all the changing algorithms and everything. And we highly suggest it, especially if you have a visual business and you're looking to grow your business.
Yeah, so for today's worksheet and what we provided is some of the findings that we've discovered as we were researching this topic. As Iris mentioned, we want to learn, and actually what we're hoping to do is after the 7 days, we want to experiment a little bit with the social media advertising with what we're learning from Maria, and put together a package advertising this course. It won't be a paid package, but where we want to actually see and test the language and the imaging and everything else, so that we can learn. So we're just as excited about this as you guys are. But a few things we wanted to share from our checklist that you're going to want to take a look at. So the checklist we gave you is really a way for you to think about all the things that you might need when you're going to be working with somebody. So for example, like, what are some social ads that you've seen that you've liked? Now, did you know that every single Facebook and Instagram ad that anyone creates goes into their library and you can see every ad that's been published? So this is great because you can look at competitors or big brands or all these other people that are doing wonderful things with social media advertising and look through, see what attracts your eye and maybe copy those or flag those. So when you're ready to do your ads, you can learn from those. So we give you the link in our worksheet. We help you think through, do you want to do like a video or a photo ad, Instagram or Facebook? And some of what we're hearing is what's working best. So they're saying that video works best, and so Instagram story ads are the best value for your dollar. So some things to think about there. Do you want to be more highly produced or informal? Again, trends are showing that informal is better. Why? Because if something looks like an ad, it kind of stands out. So you kind of know it's an ad. Maybe someone just goes through it a little bit faster. But if it looks like regular content, like anything that you might be showing normally, someone may actually pause and watch it versus the regular ad. So some things to think about there. Also, who do you want to have star in your ad? We give a couple of tips that we learned from our research around working with some type of an influencer to share your content. Now, it doesn't have to be like the biggest influencer in the whole world or somebody that's, gorgeous and all these things. Like, it can be, a person that's authentic and genuine, that shares their experience with you or shares their experience with your product. And you can buy that from them depending on whatever their prices are. We give some tips on general pricing in the worksheet, but it could be something as simple as saying, hey, I'm Patty, I love this case. It's been great, whatever it is. And then you get to share that content as an ad. So kind of a cool technique. I don't know that a lot of people are doing that, but we're hearing that that's actually very, very, get a lot of great results. Start to think about your budget. So we actually, and it's not just us, like we're not recommending it from our own experience, but from the research we've seen, they actually recommend, if you're starting to test your ads, to keep them at about, each test at about less than $10 a day. That sounds great, but I think they want you to run multiple tests over a longer period of time. So even though it's a short amount of, or a smaller amount of money for each ad test, they want you to run it for a while, because that's how Facebook, and Facebook owns both Instagram and Facebook, how their algorithm learns about your target audience. So it can actually do a lot more to um, narrow down who is engaging with your ad, learns from it. What does that person's demographic look like? Narrow it down even more to get to your exact target audience. And then when it comes to your target audience, we give some general guidelines on how Facebook likes to put different people. You can do like a lookalike audience, which is um, essentially people that are already engaging with your page or with your website. Do you want more people that are just like them, or do you want to branch out and try to reach new people that you have never engaged with you at all before? So there's so many different options creating your content and thinking about your ads, and this is why we say it's not for the faint of heart. In other words, if you want to save probably time, frustration, and money, it's a good idea to partner with a professional, at least at first. Maybe see how they do it, figure out the ropes a little bit, and then try your own, so that you're not disappointed by putting out money towards something and then it doesn't work. So that's where, Iris, I think you can share a little bit about our small experience with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we post quite often. And so sometimes our posts get a lot of likes, it gets a lot of shares. And so Facebook really pays attention to all of that attention that your posts are getting. And it'll send you a note that says, hey, this post is getting more than others. Do you want to promote this post? Do you want to boost this? Really kind of pay to get it in front of an additional audience. And so one of our posts, I said, let me just try it out. So I clicked on yes, and it kind of takes you to a screen to really set up your account, your accounting, and like Patty says, it asks you if you want to do a lookalike audience or a custom. So I just went for the easiest route to kind of test it out. And we went for the lookalike audience, where it automatically just finds the people that are similar to what the followers that you already have and the engagement that you already have. And I was super excited, and I was like, push the button, yes, let's go. And I waited to see all, anticipation of all these folks and this traffic that's going to come to our Instagram and to our site, and got nothing. So I'm sure there was something, there's a lot more to it, as she says. And so we are going to be working not alone, we'll be consulting with a professional, but the ultimate goal is for us to be able to do it ourselves, but definitely partner with someone to show you the ropes and just test it out like I did and see what kind of results you get, because you want to have that firsthand experience before you go to a professional, to also, to be on the same page with the questions that you have and the what you're going to be learning. So with that, we definitely want to say, definitely listen to what Amafi from Amafi Decor has to share with us, and it's going to be so insightful. So make sure you're following us. Join our Facebook group, Festively Frienders, and Event Biz group, just to understand all that you need to know about online social media advertising.